Hey family, welcome back to my desk. Dr. Dandridge here. So you want to do the 21-day Daniel fast. Well, here's a meal plan for you as well as some spiritual reflections that will help get you through the next 3 weeks. Let's go. All right, family, we're talking about the 21-day Daniel fast. Not just the foods to eat, but the faith behind the fast. Today, I want to walk through a simple meal plan, reflections for each week, and how this fast can reset your body and your walk with God. So, grab your journal and maybe a bowl of lentil stew because we're going to eat and pray with purpose today. So, what is the Daniel fast? The Daniel fast comes from Daniel, the first chapter, and Daniel, the 10th chapter, where Daniel chose to abstain from rich food, rich meat, and wine to keep himself spiritually pure and focused on God. Daniel, the 10th chapter, and the third verse says, I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth. This fast lasts 21 days and oftentimes involves no meat, no dairy, no added sugar, no processed food, no caffeine, and only water to drink. Think of it as a plant based, whole food fast done with deep spiritual intention. I want to give you a 3 week structured meal plan overview to really help as you're entering inside of the Daniel fast. So let's break down, just like I said, a very simple, nourishing meal plan week by week. Week one is your reset and release week. Here, your focus is on detoxing your body and your mind. For breakfast, you'll have oatmeal with fresh fruit and nuts. Lunch, lentil soup and mixed greens with olive oil. Dinner, stir-fried veggies and brown rice. Your snacks can include things like raw nuts, apple slices, hummus, and carrots. For drinks, water with lemon, herbal teas, of course, with no caffeine. Week two, you jump to the level of renewing and refocusing. Here is where you zoom in on deepening your prayer life and then also breaking from distractions. This week, your breakfasts can include things like a smoothie with almond milk, spinach, banana, and chia seeds. Lunch, you can do things like sweet potato, black beans, and an avocado bowl. Dinner, you can do quinoa salad with roasted vegetables. Snacks can include things like cucumber with hummus, dates, and unsalted popcorn. Then we jump to week three. This is the week where you are rebuilding and receiving. Your focus this week oftentimes is centered in on listening to God and preparing for the post fast life. Your breakfast can include things like a warm grain bowl with pumpkin seeds and cinnamon. Lunch, you can do zucchini noodles with tomato basil sauce. Dinner, you can do a chickpea stew with kale or brown rice. Snacks, you can do fruit, trail mix, of course, with no sugar, and then veggie sticks. Here's the thing, don't overcomplicate it. Keep it simple, keep it nourishing. But most importantly, as you're going throughout these 21 days, keep it consistent. Now, like I promised you, I'm not just going to give you a meal plan. I also want to give you some spiritual reflections week by week. Week one, I want you to focus on letting go. Focus on the scripture inside the book of Psalms, the 51st chapter, and the 10th verse, where it says, Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit inside of me. This is the detox week, physically and spiritually. Consider a reflection and ask, what have I made my idol inside of my life? You may feel cranky or sluggish, but this week I want you to lean into prayer. Journal what God is asking you to surrender. Inside of week two, this is your pressing in week. Your focus scripture could be Jeremiah 29:13, where it says, You will seek me and find me. And when you seek me, you will seek me with all of your heart. By now, your body is adjusting. You're clearer. I want you to use this week to increase time in scripture, prayer, and worship. Your reflection can be something along the lines of, where have I been distracted in my walk with God? And inside of this week, I want you to ask God for clarity and expect God to speak and open up your eyes to things inside of your life. The third week is preparing for what's next. Your focus scripture could be Isaiah, the 43rd chapter, and the 19th verse, where it says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing." Here, you're no longer just fasting, you're being formed. Use this week to pray over future decisions, relationships, and open doors. Let your reflection question be, what new habits and insights do I need to carry forward after this fast? Now, let's be honest. It gets tough around day 5 and day 13, and to be honest, day 20. So here's how to stay rooted during your Daniel fast. Number 1, meal prep once a week to reduce temptation. Number 2, set prayer times, not just meal replacements. Number 3, use a journal to track what God is revealing to you. Number 4, find a fast partner or group for encouragement during your fast. And then number 5, don't aim for perfection, aim for presence. Remember, inside of the book of Daniel, the first chapter and the 15th verse, it says, at the end of the 10 days, they looked healthier and better nourished. Your transformation will show, not just on the outside, but in your walk, in your words, and ultimately inside of your wisdom. So I get a lot of common questions, and I want to answer those today as well. Can I work out during the Daniel fast? Yes, you can, but listen to your body. Opt for lighter movement types of exercises, especially inside of the first week. Is coffee allowed? Nope. Only water and herbal teas. That caffeine withdrawal that you're going to be going through, use it as a spiritual alarm. What if I mess up one day? Grace over guilt. Get back up the next day with intention, because here's the thing, it's about persistence, not perfection. Can I eat out? If needed, yes. But choose vegan, unprocessed dishes, no sauces or sugar. But best results typically come from eating what you prepare at home. So after the fast, what comes next? Don't just slide back into old habits, is what I recommend. Use your last 3 days of the fast to pray over your next steps. Ask, what will I continue doing for my health and soul? Ask, what did I learn about God and myself that surprised me these last 21 days? Ask, how can I take the clarity from this fast that I've received and now act on it? As you're ending the fast, reintroduce foods slowly. Don't go from brown rice to burgers in 24 hours. You will mess your system up, okay? Daniel didn't just fast. He lived differently afterwards. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. See, the Daniel fast isn't just about food. It's about faith. You're not just detoxing. You're developing discipline. You're hearing from God and walking in new clarity. If today's conversation blessed you, do me a favor, subscribe here for more fasting guides and spiritual coaching. Share this episode with someone who's started the fasting process. Visit the description and store for, I actually found a Daniel Fast devotional journal and meal planner that I want you to check out. Support this channel by way of those affiliate links. I have some plant-based recipe books down there and some herbal teas that I personally recommend. Listen, I'm Dr. Dandridge. Thank you for joining me at my desk. Just want to remind you, don't just survive the 21 days. Let God transform you through them. Stay rooted, stay relevant, and stay faithful. One fork, one prayer, one day at a time. Until next time, grace and nourishment to your soul.